Well, Brendan.
Well, Thomas.
When I went into the dark, I was 90% thinking that I was not going to do GPS anymore. But then I spoke to Carmi, and she said that she has been sleeping with the cheesehead. And so I intend to just do clickbait now on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
You son of a mother.
We here.
We steer.
You in the right direction. Welcome to another edition of the Grossi Perna Show. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. And this is a G, a P, S.
Salutations. Weird. I went into a darkness retreat, and all I got were night terrors.
Did you see the Hat Man?
It was horrible.
Oh, you took too much Benadryl.
4 days. And just couldn't get out of my own dreams. Did Rodgers say he hallucinated during his thing?
Day 3, yes. Day 3. Day 3. Here's the thing. Because now I can relate very much to Aaron Rodgers, not from making millions, not from being immensely talented, not for being really athletic, not for having millions wanting to clam over me, but I can relate because I was in the darkness for 3 hours. So, sometimes, I lost where the table was. I thought my toilet was higher than it was. Turns out really low toilet. I kind of get it. So, yeah, primetime GPS, baby. We here.
Sorry, I got to go back to this and say thank you, Nick. Thank you, Nick.
See, but here's the problem. I have zero expectations.
Yep,
zero.
That's a good place to be.
Zero. I have zero expectation. If he's great, fantastic. If he sucks, we draft another one in 2 years. Let's go. It's the love era. Is it going to be like the Age of Ultron, which is just going to be kind of a meh movie that only lasts a few hours, or is it going to be a new dynasty? We're going to find out.
That's a good way to look at it. You know what my favorite thing about this entire Aaron Rodgers saga is at this point?
You tell me, Brandon. By the way, you're looking great today. Look, I like the whole outfit.
Wow,
looking great.
Thank you. Because I am running on fumes, and I feel like the inside of my head has been smashed by a mallet.
You too?
Yeah. Just left today.
I know. I saw she's on a plane. Well, she was on a plane.
Yeah. We haven't slept for like 3 weeks because of Carmi, and actually was on a little bit of a sleep track last night, and then she left early. Her alarm goes blaring at 4:30 this morning. So anyway, the thing I like, Tom, is how Aaron Rodgers has normalized the phrase darkness retreat.
Yes.
Like, to hear people refer to darkness retreat now, just like it's
yep.
Like, we all know what it is. And like the NFL Network being like, and after the darkness retreat, I'm just like, they are just saying this, and it's just part of the news, and they've just accepted that it's not a weird ass thing to do, and it is. I like it. I don't care. I don't judge it. It's a weird ass thing though, but it's been normalized. So I appreciate that.
We did it. I still think that I should do a real darkness retreat and get views.
Treat yourself.
It honestly would be at this point, because I gotta tell you, folks, this has been a journey. It really has. And I've said this before, and I have another video coming out today because of course I do. But Of course I do. Because I only released 5 today, all right? Only 5. So this has gone on so long that I've gone through the 7 stages of grief twice. Like I did like 1 lap around the track, and I was like, I accept it. But then it dragged out again. I was like, oh, we're going around another lap. And I made a video last Saturday that was like a Packers fan waiting for Aaron Rodgers, and he's like holding the phone while he's showering and stuff. A lot of that was real. Like a lot, like legitimately, I swear to God, it snowed here yesterday, and I had to shovel 3 times. Like we got a lot of snow. Okay. I would do half the, like, I'd do the walkway and I'd run inside and check my phone to make sure nothing happened. I would do like half the driveway and I'd run inside and make sure nothing happened, because I have been prepping for this for so long that I'm like, I'm not missing it. I didn't go on vacation. I haven't gone on a vacation in so long. I was like, I'm not missing this. As soon as it happens, Tom Grossi is going to be there. So it was very real. I shampooed my head this morning and I was like, oh, someone might break it early. And like, I still had shampoo in my hair and I just like stuck my head out, like touched my phone. I was like, okay, whatever. Those were real things that occurred.
Yeah. I'd say that's unhealthy, but I respect, I respect the game. I respect the game too much to say that.
It's very, 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 what? No, it's very, very unhealthy. But now, do you know what I'm going to do tonight, Brandon? I am going to consume so many things, and it is going to make me so very happy, because I can sleep now. Brandon, I was waking up at 4:00 in the morning and be like, oh my God, let me check my phone. It was bad.
That is bad.
We kind of made it. We've kind of made it, because it's not over yet, but we kind of did.
You know what kind of hurt though?
You tell me.
Hearing Rodgers say that a big reason he went to he intends to go to the Jets. It's because of Nate Dogg Hackett. It's like, I imagine George Payton just going, what the fuck, are you kidding me, dude?
Yeah. Well, no. If the trade breaks down, I laugh. Like if I laugh. But there's no
going back now.
No, well, that's the best part. And that's where I think Pat McAfee's 100% wrong. And there should be some pushback. And I want to talk about Nathaniel Hackett for a second. But saying that the Packers really don't have leverage, I completely disagree. Have you seen Jets Twitter? Have you seen that fan base? They are worked up into a frenzy. If their front office doesn't get this deal done, they are going to burn MetLife to the ground. To the ground. And still, it will cause less injuries than the actual field. So I'm just saying. I am just saying. But about Nathaniel Hackett, Rodgers actually called McAfee out on there, because McAfee threw some shots at Nathaniel Hackett, saying he was like bottom of the barrel and all that stuff, and like insinuated that the Jets just hired him to lure him over. And Rodgers like, no. He's like, one, I wouldn't respect the organization if they did that, because Nathaniel Hackett is a great coach. He's a great person, and he's better than just being, bait so that they can trade for me. So
yeah,
he loves Nathaniel Hackett.
It was just a weird situation. Hackett, it wasn't the right fit. Everything went against him. And he's maybe just not the type of guy who should be a head coach. Doesn't mean he's not a good offensive coordinator or a good offensive mind. But
maybe he just doesn't like clocks. How do you think he did with daylight savings time? Oh, that must have been a rough one. That must have been tough.
Hackett is actually living in 1996 now after daylight savings.
It's just like, damn, Packers lost. But yeah, there's a lot to talk about with Aaron Rodgers. Obviously, he's going to the Jets. Like, unless something catastrophic happens in the breakdown, it's not. But I also wanted to talk about this, because this is where nuance is important. Because over this past month, the amount of stuff that I have seen, Aaron Rodgers, he's a diva. He's dragging this out. This is all his fault, etc. Meanwhile, some of that, 1,000,000%. However, he made a decision last week. He told the Packers. Now, why is there a holdup? Because of the Green Bay Packers and the Jets, because they're trying to come to a compromise. But on the other side of that, people are now looking at the Packers. oh, they're holding him up. They're the worst. They also said they didn't want Rodgers back. It is such a tangled web that guess what? There could be lots of things going on at once, and they are correct and incorrect all at the same time. But
yeah, I mean,
a lot of pointing.
You could point more fingers at the Packers because they had to make Aaron Rodgers' contract and everything so like complicated and complex. Like it's been referred to as like a really tough deal, the contract.
It's not complicated. You just have to give him a crap ton of money. That's the problem.
Well, I mean, but like to get there, so like figuring out maybe what the Jets might take on, what the Packers take on, like how they work all that out.
Sure.
There can be a million things to fight about. In terms of the trade compensation, maybe the Jets are stingy. Like, I don't know. But it seems like they should just give them the 13th pick for Rodgers and call it a deal. Nothing else. The number one pick in this draft, because who the hell knows if Rodgers is even going to be there for more than 1 year. But Packers, they want more. I'm assuming they just want a little more.
But so we were talking about leverage before. I think before the Packers really didn't have a lot of leverage because there were guys like Jimmy Garoppolo available. Derek Carr was available. That's about it. There's really not a lot of QBs that were available. Baker Mayfield, if you really wanted to.
Carson, Andy Dalton.
Yeah, so they're all gone now. They're all signed to other teams. So now let's just say you're the Jets. Your leverage is kind of out the door because I think you have one other option, and that's Lamar Jackson. And that's it. And that's a lot of guaranteed money, right? 1. 2, you went out and got Allen Lazard and probably Nathaniel Hackett, right? To be like, hey, like this is going to complement Rodgers a whole lot. You've already gone into these talks. I mean, I think that there's some leverage here because the Packers, what is the worst case scenario for the Packers? Okay, retire. We won't trade you. He is under contract with the Green Bay Packers. Retire. We have Jordan Love, who we're going with anyway, and we already have nothing for Rodgers. So we'll just take the cap hit and have a nice day.
Worst case scenario, Rodgers comes back and plays, and then he tanks every game.
Yeah, they're just not going to let him. So I think if you go first round pick, please, hopefully. So give me the 13th, and then throw in a conditional. Throw in a conditional. If he plays next year, it goes up to like a second or something.
Yeah, conditional would be fine. Yeah, I think the first round's fair. Like, who are the Jets going to take with that pick that's really going to be more beneficial to them than Aaron Rodgers this season?
Not going to get a quarterback.
Their draft last year was such a slam dunk.
Yes.
And they haven't lost any like notable players in free agency, like any huge players. Like the Jets are built to win right now. So it's not like they need Rodgers and then they need all these picks to be competitive. Mm-hmm. And maybe the Packers know that as well. Who negotiated? Who's your... Oh, what?
The Saints just signed Jamaal Williams. Let's go! 3-year deal. Oh, I wonder. Oh, the Alvin Kamara's getting suspended hardcore. Oh, let's go!
They restructured Kamara's deal too.
Sorry, Lions. I mean, Lions got Dave Montgomery, so honestly, he's younger. He's going to be just fine. Dave Montgomery's going to be good. But the Bears, right there.
Wow.
Right there. There you go. That's some breaking news.
I want to see what the money is on this 3-year deal.
I do too.
Because I want Jamaal Williams to get
all the money. All of it. I want him all of it. Let's go. That's what we're all hoping. You know what? That was so funny too, because Jamaal, like they signed Dave Montgomery last night, and everything underneath it was like Lions fans going, "Wait, what?" And then it was like, "You better take care of him." And he's like, "We should have paid him." So, oh yeah. So that's what's going to be really, really interesting. That'd be really funny. So, because Montgomery's getting what, $6 million a year. I'm curious because I think if Jamaal Williams, he should get more than $6 million a year. Just saying. Please.
Look, I'm tired of roasting the Raiders. Okay. But Darren Waller for a 3rd round draft pick. Don't like it.
We offered a 2nd last year.
Yeah. Waller's good.
Kaylee! Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay, and the New Jersey Jets. Real question, but answer when ready. 2 firsts worth it, pay $50+ million to Lamar, or risk it number 4 on better AR or trade back in the draft. Ooh. Honestly,
2 firsts worth it. Oh.
Kaylee's a Colts fan. So honestly, if I'm the Colts, I say screw it. I go for Lamar personally, because what the hell else are they going to do? They can trade back. They could. I don't know how much value they're going to get at 4, because it's like you're going to go QB. Then there's the Cardinals, like, so you can get like, the top defensive player probably. Maybe like an Anthony Richardson's available, maybe, but like it's going to take some time to develop.
Yeah, I find the Colts.
Place.
It's so hard for the Colts to try and make that decision before the draft, right?
Yes.
Because if I'm the Colts, I would rather draft Anthony Richardson. Like if you're just a team that's going to be able to pick in the top 5, there are intriguing quarterbacks in this draft, and I think you invest there. I think we talked about that on GPS. Like I like Lamar to every team that would be interested in Lamar Jackson, fully guaranteed, and for the picks. Unless you're a team that's going to be able to pick top 3-ish. Like I think Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, and Richardson are 3 guys that there's a lot of upside with. So
there's more risk with Richardson, I would say. I'd say like Bryce Young, like they talk about his height and things like that, but I feel like they're safer, if that makes sense. Like to be like, hey, like NFL ready-ish. Anthony Richardson, I think you're getting him and you're like, it's going to take a little bit. He has a ton of upside, but what you think about, because he gets compared to Lamar because of like his insane athletic skill set, but like Lamar Jackson went to the Ravens, right? And as a rookie, he went to a good football team. So I think that needs to be true as well. You want Richardson to go to a good organization versus like, an organization that is always picking high and never gets it right. And that's like kind of one of the things that gets, I think like, and I love Lamar Jackson, and I think he's been one of the best QBs in the league, but he went to a good spot coming out where he did. A lot of young quarterbacks don't get that luxury. Like Sam Darnold goes in that same draft, goes to the Jets, and they've just been a disaster every year. Yeah. Baker went to the Browns and had had like 2 good years there. So I think that part of it is important. And right now, like if you're talking about the Colts, it's like, are they good anymore? Because we thought, they got Matt Ryan, they're going to be able to compete. Yes.
That was the thought last year. Like that's not a bad move for Indy. They're going to be competitive.
Yes.
And then everything went wrong. So
their offensive line's not as good. Jonathan Taylor got injured, was out like the majority. Because that's odd. I mean, listen, I know you have a lot of questions at quarterback right now, primarily who's your quarterback, but you better pray that Jonathan Taylor recovers well and like gets back to form, because if he doesn't, you're like super screwed, because the offensive line is not amazing as it was. If you don't have a running back, you don't have a quarterback, your defense is not as good as it was either. It's still solid, but it wasn't as good. It's we'll see, Brad.
Who was their tackle that retired last offseason?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Oh my god.
Also, did you see that Josh McDaniels wasn't invited to Darren Waller's wedding?
Oh yeah, I did. No shit. I wouldn't invite Josh McDaniels anywhere. Where would
anywhere?
I invite Josh?
Anywhere? Oh, this guy. That's what the chat's saying.
Yeah, George Costanza's cousin, Anthony.
Yep. That's
Anthony Costanzo.
That's right.
Yeah, their line got a lot worse.
Lions and Saints play each other this year? Hell yeah. But yeah, so if you're the Colts, you got a long road to go because you kind of got screwed at the placement of the draft, and now all the QBs are basically gone. So what do you do this year? Like, you're already saying, like, hey, I don't even know what they do with Davis Mills. I don't think he's their priority at all. Like, where do you even begin? I think, like, in terms of being like, hey, fans, we're not going to suck. Because if they don't get a QB, they may be, one of the 3 worst teams in the league? Yep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, there's currently a guy at his pro day who apparently showed up 9 pounds over where he was at the combine and sucked a whole lot. So,
who sucked at the combine?
No. He didn't say. He sucked on his pro day.
Oh, I mean pro day.
Yeah, Jalen Carter. Did you not see that today?
Oh no.
Oh yeah, no. Jalen Carter. Oh yeah, no. He I tweeted this out before. Weighed in 9 pounds heavier than he did at last month's combine at Georgia's pro day. He didn't finish the position drills because he was cramping up and breathing heavily. He didn't even do like the 40 or anything. He just did position drills and couldn't finish those. Not great, Bob. Not great.
Well, kind of hard to get your cardio in when you're dealing with the shit he's dealing with. Didn't he had to leave the combine, right?
Yeah, but he came back. He literally came back like the day later.
And yeah, I'm sure that's weighing on him a bit, though.
Hey, running away from your problems counts as cardio.
Yeah, I think you could get they get him in shape. He'll get back in shape.
I'm sure he'll be fine, but it's not the greatest. Like, the point is, like, he might fall down to the Bears at 9. Like, with the things that have happened, we were talking about this. With the things that have happened, and on top of that, like, now his pro day is not great. He literally might fall down to 9, and he'll go to the Bears, and they'll still get Jalen Carter, and then I'll be upset, and then everyone's going to be upset, but then maybe he'll suck.
That's not, you can't just use that whenever you want it.
No. It's very different. I said maybe he'll suck. I asked you, what if Russell Wilson sucks? Those are two very different questions. No, maybe Jalen Carter will suck. That's not a question. That's a statement. That's a statement. Okay? All right? Just saying. Anyway, Brandon, as we were talking about, the Broncos suck as an organization and couldn't get Aaron Rodgers, but the Jets did. Kind of.
Be funny when we beat them.
Which one?
Regular season and the playoffs. The Jets.
Oh, okay. You're playing the Jets?
P. Ryan puts up 200 yards.
I love that signing for you.
We both love Samaji.
I love that signing for you. Wait, you play the Jets this year?
Yeah, I believe so.
And the Packers? Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's prime time is shaping up. Let me see here.
Dude, the Jets are about to have so many primetime games because they're also playing the Cowboys. So Rodgers versus McCarthy again. They're playing Mahomes, Josh Allen twice, Tua twice. Whatever the Patriots are doing. It's going to be a fun time. That's going to be a fun time.
Yeah, the Jets play in Denver. So Hackett, I believe, comes back to Denver.
Oh my, that has to be prime time. It's Rodgers going to Denver where he could have gone. It's Hackett. They have to make that like Sunday or Monday Night Football. They have to.
Yeah, Andrew Mason was suggesting home opener.
Oh my God, that'd be great.
Because that would also be Sean Payton's debut as head coach too.
Woo! Oh, that's true. That would be great. That would be fantastic. Oh, Williams is getting 3 years, $12 million. He's only getting $4 million each. No way.
Is it 12 per year?
Hold on.
Come on, he's got.
Hold the phone here.
$8 million guaranteed. 3 for 12 per Ian Rappaport. That's a steal. Wow, the Lions didn't think he was worth that?
They paid more for David Montgomery.
Wow.
I don't know. We'll see.
That seems crazy to me.
Dude, what? He beat Barry Sanders' record last year.
that probably hurt him. Like, how friggin' dare you top Barry Sanders' record here in Detroit? Never again. There are a lot of them were short yardage touchdowns.
What? I mean, listen, he gets $8 million guaranteed. Like, that's nice, but dude, $4 million a year?
I blame Zeke Elliott as well.
Yeah, Zeke freaking getting released by the Cowboys. Oh my God.
Man, I just think like he fit the Lions and everything they were doing. They couldn't work that out with them?
What do you think Saquon Barkley would get if he hit the free agent market? Like, what does he even get? Because like you would argue, right, that
18 million?
if that, like,
yeah,
dude.
Quite honestly, like if you asked me if I could have Jamaal Williams or Saquon Barkley, I would take Jamaal Williams.
Just the locker room guy. Like, listen, I love Jamaal Williams. I will always love Jamaal Williams forever and always. But geez, man, $12 million for 3 years? Come on. No. They just paid David Montgomery more money. Just paid David Montgomery more money.
What was his contract?
Hold on. Now I got to go back. Now you're making me look at things again. You know, Brandon, you're making me.
I can bring it up. David.
Scrolling down. Scrolling. I'm scrolling already.
David Montgomery Burns. 3 year, $18 million.
Yeah.
11 guaranteed.
Yeah. They paid him more money.
Oh, what if?
So here's where I don't understand. Jamaal Williams was not just a great running back last year, proved that he could be an RB1, but he was so effing good for that culture and what they're trying to build there with Dan Campbell. I don't like that. I like Dave Montgomery. I think he's a very talented running back, but I don't like that. I'm not a fan.
Okay, so David Montgomery, 5 touchdowns last year.
He was injured.
Jamaal Williams, 17.
Sorry.
Jamaal Williams, 4 yards, 4.1 per carry. David, 4. David, 201 attempts. Jamaal, 262 carries. Maybe the difference, 34 receptions out of the backfield. Like, do they not trust Jamaal Williams as a pass-catching back?
They also have Swift, too. Don't forget. So,
I know they got Swift.
They love Swift. I mean, like, you got to bounce back. I mean, like, he was injured, but then Jamaal Williams was like, no, this is my running back room now. That's just weird.
Maybe Jamaal Williams was just, like, the wrong kind of weird for Dan Campbell. Maybe Dan Campbell was just like, I don't get what you're talking about.
Well, then, guess what? Dan Campbell's a stupid poo-poo face. Okay? Because Jamaal Williams talks about anime and video games. And who do he have a big connection with? AJ Dillon, friend of the show.
I know. We all love Jamaal.
The Lions, cursed.
Maybe that's, quirky nerd culture clashes with quirky jock culture. Just not a good fit.
Cursed. I cursed them. Nope.
I want to kick one ass cheek at a time.
And Jamaal Williams just starts speaking Japanese to him. And he's like, I don't know that one. Oh, yeah. No, the Saints should do well, though. I mean, the Saints, again, we'll see how long Kamara is going to be suspended for. But Derek Carr and you have like Jamaal Williams back there, I think they're going to be fine. I know they've lost a lot of people, but like they didn't lose anyone really significant except they lost one defensive tackle that's actually really solid, and I don't remember who it is. But yeah. Oh, that would be bad. Yeah, can we talk about the Raiders, Brandon? Are they just trying to assemble the most mid team in NFL history? Because I feel like that's what they're doing. They're succeeding if that's the goal.
Oh, they're doing such a great job at it, actually.
Did you listen to Aaron Rodgers today?
Some of it.
He wanted to be like, he talked about Nathaniel Hackett and how much he loved him as a coach. But he was like, there was also one other guy that I would have loved to be reunited with. And it was only one other guy. And it's obviously Devontae Adams. And if you're a Raiders fan, just hearing that and it's just like, cool. We got Jimmy Garoppolo, who does really well against Aaron Rodgers. But
yeah, the Raiders, So they ditch Carr, right?
Gonna be for longer.
They send away Darren Waller. Okay, so Jimmy G has one less guy to throw the ball to. Jimmy G's probably not as good as Derek Carr. It's almost like I saw Josh McDaniels do the same thing before, where he came to Denver and got rid of Jay Cutler and then got rid of a really promising young tight end in Tony Scheffler, and then had to get rid of Brandon Marshall
not
too.
young, but yeah.
What's that?
I get you. Darren Waller's not young, but yeah, I get you.
Whatever. He's good.
He's good. He's just he does have injury concerns, and he is getting older. I think they could have gotten more than a third for him, but
yeah. You want somebody to dismantle your team for the worst? Josh McDaniels. Nobody's better at it than him.
What if
other coaches will come in and they might just not be good? He's going to trade away his best players, not get great compensation, and then fuck your whole organization over. That's the McDaniels plan. Sorry, Raiders fans. We tried to tell you.
But hey, they brought in Jacoby Myers.
Like, I should be happy about this because the Raiders are my enemy. But I think I hate McDaniels more than I hate the Raiders, Tom.
Yep. I get it. I get it, buddy. I get it.
They're probably going to try and draft somebody, though, right?
At 7? Who? You're talking about a QB? Who are they going to get?
Well, they might have to move up. They'll use that third round. Who did they... Hold on. They signed somebody that I thought was a good signing here.
Jacoby Myers?
I mean... Jacoby Myers, that's not bad.
Did I just say that like 2 minutes ago?
Yeah, but I was on a rant. I didn't hear you.
That's my bad. That's my
I started talking about Josh McDaniels. Whoop!
Fair. That's fair. I should have known.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're watching. That's the thing. The Raiders aren't even imploding. They're just mid. Like they are just like average. Like they are an average team. And if you somehow finish below them still, Brandon, that's not good. That's no bueno. Like at all.
There's a chance the Chiefs could get Laramie Tunsil and also DeAndre Hopkins at this point.
If they get DeAndre Hopkins, just give them the Super Bowl ring right now. Right now. They re-signed a bunch of guys, which is good.
No.
But
I saw Brett Coleman tweet something like, you should never predict a team to go undefeated, but if they do those two things, like, I'd like it. Not going to happen. You know what would happen?
You tell me.
The Chiefs would win 16 of their games. The one game they finally lose is to the Broncos, ruining their perfect season.
Is it because it's week 18 and they're sitting their starters because they're 17?
Hey, I'm not going to spell out any specific scenarios, all right? No, because Sean Payton built the monster of an offensive line, and we run it down their throats. Samaje Perine, the Patriot or the Chief Killer, comes back in. Boom. 7 screen passes to Samaje, all for touchdowns.
I love how you posted that clip on Twitter. You're like, if we just did this, like all the time.
If he did that 7 times in one game, the Broncos might beat them. I didn't even say definitely. I said might. And then I had fucking dumb Chiefs fans in there being like, oh, what did he average in the championship game? 22. He had 22 yards. Yeah, it was on like 8 carries. It was the highest average of any back Cincinnati had that day. Oh. Most Chiefs fans are cool, but the humorless ones are the worst. They are the worst.
That's how you know that you have a little bit of optimism for this season, because now they can poke and you're just like, take a damn joke. That's pretty great.
Take it.
That's pretty gross. Whoa!
Kyle.
Yeah. Oh, I have to give Kaylee hers. This is for you, Perna. You got that 50. Hold on. Let me give Kaylee her. Give Kaylee that 50. Hold on. Hold.
Meow.
Get it, Perna.
Oh, let's see here. My Jags better do something. We need defense. Can we sign Calais Campbell and Darius Slay and cut some players for their contracts? Wow. Thank you, Kyle. One, I kind of want Calais Campbell. He's from Denver. Derek Wolf already told Vance Joseph to go get Calais Campbell. But a Calais Campbell back to Jacksonville, I can support that. Also want Darius Slay. That was kind of a shocker.
I've really enjoyed making love to your ears. I think that you have beautiful ears. They fit very nicely. So I would say it would be an erotic.
There you go.
It's still the weirdest, it's the weirdest thing. But Rodgers is just like,
yes, Bradley. My hope is returning slowly.
Right there. Right there.
You know what I like about this free agency period for the Broncos? Is it's not unanimous.
Miles Sanders going to the Panthers. They're like, you get a running back? We get a running back. There you go. There you go.
Ooh.
Okay. I like that pickup for them too, because they already have a pretty good run game when they actually stick to it. So,
true.
John, boop. Ready for the kitty. Patriots signed Juju. I saw it 3 for 33. Yup, Jacoby 3 for 33. Jacoby priced himself out for the Patriots. Make it make sense. Bill cries and hey. Oh, listen. If I see Bill Belichick in a TikTok, we will make that a clip. I swear to God, we will make that a clip. I want to see Bill Belichick just staring in the background with a hood as like Juju's dancing and he's just like giving him the death stare. I want it.
No, Juju's got to convince Belichick to dance.
The world might explode if that happens.
Hey.
Appreciate you, John. Yeah, that would be pretty great though. Steelers, all those defensive tackles, they're gonna be getting lots of money now. What are the Colts doing? Nothing. Well, that's not true. They released Matt Ryan, but his agent was so good that they're still paying him what, like $12 million, something like that. Like he's still getting a good amount of money.
Man.
So
yeah, is he gonna go to the broadcast booth? Probably, old Matty Ice.
He can't. Oh my God, I like Matt Ryan, but if his first day on the job, can he be holding a microphone and then accidentally fumble it? Please, just please.
Sorry, guys. Who do you think would be better in the booth, Matt Ryan or Tom Brady?
Who
would you rather listen to, Tom?
I don't listen to anybody because I just talk during the game.
I know that, but if you were the rare occasion.
See, I want Tom Brady to go into the booth and I want him to hate it. And like he just starts getting really vindictive as he's talking. Like, and he's like watching, like he's watching some crappy QB. Like, and he's just like, nope, did that wrong. Oh yeah, no, didn't look through his progressions. Should have done that. I would have done that. You know what? I probably could do that still. But no. Oh no, he should have handed it off. Like he just gets angrier and angrier to the point where he just unretires mid-season and goes out and plays.
No, mid-game.
He's like, you know what? Get out of there. I'm in.
Yeah. I think honestly, like if it were him and Peyton Manning together in the booth, they would just be ridiculing all the wrong things the inferior quarterbacks were doing every play. Like Manning already gets worked up during the Manning cast when like things aren't going well. Like him and Brady together, I'd put aside my hate for Tom to listen to them just roast especially like a bad young QB playing. Oh my God. They can't hold back though.
See, I think if you're smart, you give Tom Brady tablets, like the ones that don't work anymore. Like if you're like, what was he doing it for? Fox or something? You give him all the broken tablets. So he's just spiking them every single game. And he's just like, what are you doing? I think if we are going to go into the new age of broadcasting because people they want to hear different commentators. They want to hear different. I think you allow Tom Brady to just go nuts. Just go nuts. Why not? When Dan Campbell eventually retires because he's like, oh my God, I've been part of the Lions organization for too long and I hate it here. Put him in the booth. Put him in the booth and have him just destroy things like TVs. Like just go nuts. Like it's a rage room.
Yeah. All you got to do is just give him some sugar right before the broadcast starts too.
Yeah.
He'll be high.
Or just tell him it's sugar and it's cocaine. Either one. I mean, like you'll get a good show. Go FA! Boop! I appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for all the sun. Oh, I got you. Do we have a? I got you.
What's up, Bird Gang? Jonathan Gannon, your new head coach, Arizona Cardinals. Ready to get to work. Buckle up. We're going to have some fun.
He's the most awkward man.
Just learning to be a person. Arizona, welcome me with open arms.
He's just like, all right, just introduce yourself. He's like, but how will they know who I'm the coach of? Well, you're here. It was just announced. I should say the team. I mean, you don't really have to say the team. I'm going to say the team. I'm going to say my name too. They know who you are. They asked that today, and he didn't give a response yet. He said eventually he'll figure that out.
Figure it out.
So a toy tablet. They give him a toy phone. He's like, don't worry, Tom. This call's down to the sideline. He's just like, terrible reception in here.
He's like, what the Nuggets? This only has YouTube Kids on it. Mom, it's locked again. What's the passcode?
I did not yet. I did not. Pretty sure I vetoed it at this point. Yes, he's going to those Jets. I've seen the mock-ups. He really is kind of a robot. But yeah, let's talk, because it's been a while, Brandon, because Monday GPS feels like it was honestly 8 years ago.
Yeah, we should have did this Monday as well.
Yeah, we
literally we stopped the show and then all the stuff happens.
Wait a minute, we got a long snapper. Let's go! Biggest Packer news of the day: Matt Orzechner.
Orzechner?
What?
Orzechner?
Orzech. He's formerly on the Rams. Oh, wait a minute.
What?
You need to stall for me. Hold on. Tom Grossi, GPS.
There we go. Let me look through some of these free agents. Oh, Case Keenum signed with the Texans. I didn't realize that.
Hold on.
Noah Brown and Robert Woods.
That Adam Gase was just weird. Hold on. Perna, you gotta get the donos. Yeah,
I got him.
Hold on. This is actually so important. So I'm gonna give you some context of why I'm having you stall.
Okay.
So months ago, I think it was last year at this point, but I have no concept of time anymore. I got a random DM on Instagram, and it was from the long snapper of the Rams saying that he loved my content. I need to know if it's the same one that we just signed. He's just like, yeah, you're pretty funny for a Packers fan. I was like, thank you. And then I looked it up. I have to find this.
Matthew.
I have to find
Orzech? Is it
It's,
Matthew
yeah.
Orzech?
It's like Orzech or Zech or something like that. Hold on. Did you get this one? We do. It's Can You Feel the Love Tonight? It's all that.
Yeah.
Hold on. I have to find this. Did I put this? No.
Your in might be a long snapper, is what you're saying.
Okay. Honestly, yes. All right, hold on.
Look at all these Broncos free agents.
Yeah, Broncos spend like $1 kajillion. Like, they really did.
And now
can we talk about Mike McGlinchey, because I know you and I had a little Twitter war over it. So 49ers fans don't like him because he keeps holding, and I feel like you're just settled because you're like, at least we have a right tackle now.
Yeah. The Broncos upgraded the right tackle position. McGlinchey, 8 accepted penalties last year. A lot of guys had 8 penalties last year. 49ers fans are just offensive line snobs. That's all there is. That's all there is to it. I honestly trust Sean Payton and new offensive line coach, Zach Strife, to identify guys they think will help this line. So even if McGlinchey is just average, that's better than what the Broncos have had at right tackle for basically 10 years. And I'm not even being facetious. There's 15 different dudes that have been in there.
It's King Andrew! Boop! Faith of the Kitty says we are now in the Jordan Love era. May we have another 15 plus years of excellence at QB position. The domination of the NFC North continues. Go Pack Go. King Andrew, you are correct. And now, because of that, I will give you... You know what? It's for the Cowboys.
Final play looks like barring a penalty. Prescott over the middle of the turret.
So if anyone needs a center,
You got
he is available. Appreciate you, King Andrew. Thank you. Oh my God.
Russell Wilson was the most sacked QB last year. I don't think it can get any worse. I really don't, guys. But Ben Powers, the offensive guard they bring in, that's the real steal for the Denver Broncos. We're going to run the ball. We're going to run it. We're going to run it down the Chiefs' throats. We'll run it down the Raiders' throats. We'll politely run it down the Chargers' throats.
That's nice for being nice about it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I really want to find this, and because if it's that guy, that's honestly hysterical, and it's totally worth it.
I just see if he follows you on Twitter.
Oh, I don't think he was following me before. I think he just messaged me and was like, "I like your stuff." Oh my God, it's him! Oh my God!
Wow. Wow.
Hold on. I have to message him right now. Welcome to Green Bay. Oh my God, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Are you sure that's who they signed?
Yeah, I just tweeted it. Oh my God. That is perfect. He messaged me so long ago, and that's it. Tom Grossi, recruiter. Did it.
Wow.
Did it.
Matt Orzek.
Dude, that's hysterical.
You need to let him long snap a football into your testicles as hard as he can.
What? September 10th. He said, despite you being a packet, I think he meant Packer, I feel the need to say I love the content, genuinely honest and funny takes on things.
Oh, nice.
And now he's our long snapper.
Wow.
Tom Grossi. Tom Grossi. That's honestly amazing. Okay.
Javonte Williams got hurt, guys. Melvin Gordon fumbled, and then all the other guys got hurt. And our line got hurt. A lot went wrong. Let me be confident about the run game for 5 freaking minutes.
Oh, man. Okay, so yeah, the Broncos spent all the money. How much better do you think that's going to make your team? All right. That's fair. That's fair. I set you up. You could have said anything, but...
No, I mean, you know why I like it? Because it's not unanimous love for the signings. Every time that everybody's like, oh, they nailed it, doesn't work out. Fact that there's some pushback on these makes me think we did pretty good.
Dude, I will try to get him on the show 1,000,000%. I will hype him up as the greatest long snapper ever.
Easy.
Brandon, yeah.
He will come on the show, and then he will be the greatest long snapper. But he has to come on here first.
That's holy crap. That's really funny.
The stars are aligning, some might say.
Any other big things that stood out to you, Brandon Perna, about all of the signings and releasings and all that great stuff?
Well, let me just bring it up here.
Leighton Vander Esch coming back. Oh, that's another one. Stephon Gilmore
to Dallas. Yeah, I like that for the Cowboys
because he was a broken man and he got healthy last year and he had a pretty good season. So
yeah, he played really well and he was a big reason the Broncos did not beat the Colts.
Get with a Philly! Boop! Can you recruit? We'll leave to the Panthers and the Texans. Want Carolina pick him first, and then the Texans draft him second. And then I want a sitcom where he has to play for both. Take a snap in Houston, fly to Charlotte, fly back, etc. I would watch that. I could see that as like a YouTuber, like a streamer who's like, I'm going to quarterback 2 games in one day. He plays like the 1 o'clock game, and then he like flies for Sunday Night Football. That would be pretty great. I'd watch it. Here, I'll give you pancreas.
Oh, wow. Is that a pancreas?
It is. It was, in fact, a pancreas.
Here's one that could be incredibly impactful if he stays healthy. Is
Rashad Penny
behind that Eagles line? Like, dear God.
So here's the thing. They lose Sanders, which is obviously, that's a big blow. But Rashad Penny, like you said, if he stays healthy.
It's a big if.
It is.
But he's good. He really
good. Boston Scott back there, so they'll beat the Giants at least twice a year. So here's the thing. We talked about the Eagles, that they're going to lose a lot of free agents. And like Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, that hurts. But they have re-signed a few guys. And Jason Kelce, I would argue, probably like the biggest one there. They have re-signed some guys. So they're not as in well, put it this way. They're doing a lot better than I expected. And they have the 10th overall pick still?
Yeah. So,
I mean, they could be just fine. And on top of that, you know who loves the fact that Aaron Rodgers is getting traded? The Eagles. Because there's very little good quarterbacks in, that was terrible grammar. There's not many good quarterbacks.
There's no good quarterbacks there in the AFC North.
You know, you're looking there in the NFC there, not really any good ones here. You want to snap the ball and throw it in. But all I know is that the Green Bay Packers got the best long snapper in the game. So that's just
yeah. Well, I mean, they bring back Fletcher Cox 1-year deal, Brandon Graham 1-year deal. They get James Bradbury. Like we thought Bradbury would be gone, that Slay would be there. Flip-flop it. That's 3 defensive pieces, and I think they had like 6 that could be gone, 6 or 7 that could be gone. So they're halfway there. And honestly, like sitting at 10, you probably just draft a corner there if like that turns out to be their biggest need. And I don't even know if it will be.
Sure.
Just never doubt Howie Roseman.
Ever.
Yeah.
Bears, we talked about them, but they got Tremaine Edmonds. That was a big pickup for them. I like that. Well, I hate it because it's the Bears, but I think that's a good sign. They also got TJ Edwards, which is
they grabbed 2, very solid linebackers to help one of their biggest gaping holes. And DJ Moore in the trade, huge upgrade. They're on the path. They got a long snapper too.
Ours better.
Just better. Hates you because he's a Bear now.
Probably. Lions, they're making some moves too. Sutton. Wait, why don't they have oh my god, they didn't have it there last night either. The 49ers guy that they just signed.
Alex Analzone?
I made that joke last night.
I always call him that.
Oh my god. Highway through Emmanuel Mosley.
Analzone.
I can't. Yes, Emmanuel Mosley.
Oh, yeah.
They also got him too.
Oh, yeah, you guys did re-sign Nixon. Not bad.
Thanks, Brendan. I'm so excited about that because I thought they were gonna be dumb and let him go, and I was gonna be like, let's honestly
add long snapper to that list.
Yeah, that's right, baby. Well, Packers QBs are used to that, so it's Elliott.
Oh yeah, Heineke going to the Falcons.
Yep.
That's interesting.
Jonnu Smith, biggest trade in the AFC East. Chris Lindstrom, that's the one who they were breaking records with guards. That happened during GPS though.
We actually talked about that one. Then they
Jesse
got
Bates.
Jesse Bates.
Yep. That's the big one. Yep. Hayden Hurst, I like that too for whatever QB is going to wind up being there. Oh, Brandon, we can talk about your favorite thing. Austin Eckler is probably going to get traded.
Oh, please. Please get him away from the AFC West. I love Eckler.
He's so good.
Monday, you asked, we were talking about which guys for the enemies that we liked. I said Eckel. I said the Eckinator, man.
Yep.
He's also from Colorado. Another reason I've liked him.
I
also
know.
short. Woo-hoo! Give me those short men playing football. Give me all of them.
Just clip the part with the give me the short men. You know what to do with that internet. But yes, no, I mean, Eckler, there was talks about he might go to the Bears, and that makes a lot of sense. I mean, because the Bears, they have the capital, they can sign him, and why they need a running back because Dave Montgomery's gone.
Yeah, really, the Mm.
And he's such a great, like, he's a threat, obviously, in the run game, but he's like a good receiving back. Like, I know he's getting older, but why?
He should go to the Bills. He should go to Buffalo.
That's where I thought Jamaal Williams could go, and that would have been fun.
Because he's such the Chargers have used him in the screen game and the short passing game so much. And I feel like the Bills don't want to just run the football straight up. They just want to dump it off to backs in those situations.
They don't care about the run game. They just pretend about like they like it.
Unless
you're Isaiah Pacheco, who just like runs like he is on all of the drugs every single time. I love watching him. Like, he is so much fun to watch.
Honestly, knowing my luck, the Chargers would make an exception and trade him to the Chiefs for some reason. That's how stupid they would be.
I'm sorry. Dude, I'm telling you, if DeAndre Hopkins goes there, I just want to see your reaction. I want to see you explode. Because it'd be like a 4th round pick or something. It would be something that's like a joke because he has a pretty substantial contract, which he's willing to rework.
Yeah. He's going to renegotiate.
Yep. Oh, it's very true. That's very, 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 very true. We do have our morals. We got a hundo viewer. Woo! It's true. Like the Commanders, give me the scooter away.
Johnny John John.
Appreciate you, viewer. It's true. We will never be the Washington Commanders. Where's your clip, by the way? Where's your scooter clip, Brandon? You say you're going to put up there. Appreciate you, viewer.
I know.
They're bringing it back.
I don't have it yet.
We don't have it yet. You recorded it. Well,
no, it's on Jess's phone.
That was last year. I think that was last year. Oh, boy.
Let me see. I don't think I have it.
It's fine, Brandon. It's done. It's done.
It's too late.
I don't know yet. We'll see.
Which team am I cursing?
Talking about the Chargers.
Look, I said Chargers and Raiders fans and Broncos fans have to band together.
Can you have me just like heing in the background?
Don't you do it, Rachel.
So I was explaining this, Brandon, and I know that you will feel the same way because I know that you have felt this way. You don't feel this way currently, but after Peyton Manning won the Broncos a Super Bowl, how did you feel about the following season? Like going into it, like you just won a Super Bowl, Peyton Manning.
Yeah, I didn't care what happened. We were optimistic too in that like the Broncos defense was so dominant that it was a weird situation where the defense was so dominant and the combination of Manning and Osweiler was so weird that we were like, I think just a quarterback playing 15 to 20th best in the league.
Eckler makes sense.
This team's going to compete again. And then Osweiler decides to leave for the Texans, so that got a little strange. And we're rolling with old Trevor Siemian, and they were competitive. I think they were 9-7. I think they still had a winning record, but they missed the playoffs.
So, okay.
So I was like,
how long was Manning on the Broncos?
What's that?
How long was Manning on the Broncos?
That was his last season was 2015.
No. How long? Like how
4
many
years? 4 years.
4 years. Okay. So each of those, so you got to the Super Bowl twice, right? Each of those 4 years, you are anticipating winning a Super Bowl, right? Like that's the goal every single time.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me try to explain how I feel about this soon. I have been in that situation for my entire life. And I know that is a very like pompous whatever.
Yeah.
It's only happened, well, that I've actually been a Packers fan for once. So every other year out of those, all the years that Rodgers been there, all the years that Favre has been there since I've been a fan, because my first memory of Brett Favre, besides beating the Cowboys, was losing to your Broncos in Super Bowl 32. So I never saw a Super Bowl win except for one time. So my point about that is those expectations every year, it hurts more and more and more because you never get there except one time. We literally didn't even make it to another Super Bowl except once. So it feels, I don't want to say a relief, but there's a little bit of relief going, that's not the expectation this year. I don't want to suck. I don't want that at all. But there's a tiny bit of relief of like, we just need to figure out if Jordan Love's good. Like, let's see how our young talent does. Let's see how they develop. And like, it's a little refreshing. And I know, listen, give it a year or two, I'm going to be like, I want to go win a Super Bowl again, 100%. But I'm telling you, this season, I'm like, there's a little bit. There's a little bit of relief there.
I think what will happen is like Jordan Love will come out and he's going to look good like the first month. And Packers fans are going to get real excited. And then there's enough tape on him and the defenses get a little smart, figure him out a little bit. And it's not to say he's going to be a bad quarterback, but you're going to get those expectations up again.
I know. It's going to be bad.
And then they're going to crash down.
But here's the thing.
Or he sucks from the beginning and you never get expectations, or he's pretty good.
So what if...
But I liked my first one.
I know you do. But for
5-0. And then they're 5-5.
Let's just say he's good. He's really, really good for a month. Can you like, and I mean really good. Like he's throwing like 3 tutties, like 300 yards.
Like MVP.
Right? Imagine the panic from the rest of the NFC North. They're gonna be like, "Are you effing kidding me? We're doing this again." If we go back to back to back, that honestly, it'd be worth the season. That's worth the price of admission to just watch for a month. The rest of the NFC North go, oh crap.
Yeah, and in that time, like you guys beat the Vikings and the Bears as well.
Yeah, 100%. It's like not even close to.
Not the Lions though,
because we don't play them yet.
Lions gonna win the division.
That would be amazing. It honestly would be amazing. We're not done looking at the list, right?
Oh, you want to? Yeah, I'll pop it back up.
Yeah, because the other one, 49ers. Scroll down a smidge. Hargrave. That defensive line
that
is
was
going to be disgustingly good. Like they can't double team Bosa. Sure, here comes Hargrave. That is going to be so good.
And bringing back to Sean Gibson, I think is a huge win for them because he was really good for San Francisco last year, all season long. But yeah, Hargrave was a beast last year, so that's insane. That's the rich getting richer type situation.
Do you like Deshaun Williams? He's signing with the Panthers.
Oh, our big man?
Yeah.
You know, he was actually pretty solid. He's not like a starter, more of a role player, but like every time he was in the game, he played well. So
okay,
that's probably just like a nice pickup.
Jermon Jones, I saw that. He got a payday. You were talking about him all offseason.
Oh, you mean Judas? You mean Judas, Tom? Yeah.
I love how it's the Seahawks too. Like I love
that's
how the
why
Seahawks
he's Judas.
Are your low-key rivals, like 100%.
He could have went anywhere but Seattle or Kansas City.
I mean,
it's like whatever. I've talked myself into Zach Allen's going to be fine. So we'll see.
It's absurd.
That's a great signing for Seattle. Like, here's where Draymond Jones is at. We drafted him year 4, starting to have play his best football, and you're thinking about next 3 years he might be really dominant.
Gonna draft him,
and now he's going to Seattle. He's not a perfect player, but he looked like he was going to be a perfect player this coming year.
So basically, like you're the minor leagues for.
The Seahawks now. We are the farm team for the Seahawks.
You're the farm team, and they send all their broken old players to you.
Yep. We're the battered bastards of baseball, but football, and for the Seahawks.
Is that your car keys? What are you swinging around?
That's what I used to measure my thighs when AJ Dillon was on the show.
It's called tape measure. It's
just a bad habit to play with it. I'm sure it's distracting.
No, it's fine. You can. I literally thought you were like swinging your car keys around, so you're just like, ready to go. Want to leave.
Get out of here, bro.
Gotta go. We have over 5,000 people in there. I appreciate y'all for joining us. Thank you. We decided to do it a little bit later because we wanted to wait for all the Aaron Rodgers news. Before we skedaddle, I do want to talk about Lamar Jackson because it is past 4 p.m. Eastern. It is officially free agency time. Orlando Brown is a name that's getting thrown out there too. Whoever winds up getting him. But Lamar Jackson, Brandon Perna, I want to get, this is very clickbaity and I'm so sorry. It's not even clickbaity. It's clickbait sports thing. So I'm doubly apologizing. Do you think Lamar actually leaves Baltimore?
I don't know. I can't get a read on the situation. My football brain says no. Only because I don't think they would let him leave. I don't even know if it's I don't even know if he wants to leave versus he just wants to be paid what he's owed and he just needs one team to give that contract. I hope he leaves though. I think he deserves to go somewhere more fun than Baltimore.
So where? That's the the Colts are probably the number one because now you have the Commanders. They signed Jacoby Brissett
into New England, and I want the AFC East just to be crazy.
I would love that.
Josh Allen, sorry, Tua, you're the worst QB in the AFC East again. Rodgers and Lamar Jackson. Oh, that's football.
I honestly would love that so much if he goes to New England and just to see Belichick coach him up. Oh my God. They would go on a reign of terror and just the AFC East is a powerhouse every single week. Let's go.
What if he goes to Green Bay?
He's not going to Green Bay. We didn't do all of this just to be nope. I will effing eat a sock if he goes to Green Bay.
They don't got the money, but they're probably going to get a draft pick where they could make it work.
Yeah, it's not happening. It's not. Now, here's the thing. If this happens next year and Love is unbelievably awful, which I don't think he's going to be, then we can talk. But no, it's not happening. It's not. But dude, Lamar on the Patriots would be fun. So what do you think? Patriots, Colts? Yeah, is there even another team?
Maybe Washington.
Hey, they just got Jacoby Brissett though.
No, I know, and I love Jacoby.
Jacoby deserves a shot too. He played pretty well last year.
Yeah. I would have said Atlanta too, but
not anymore. So
Vikings would be fun.
For who? For who, Brandon?
For me?
Who would that be fun for?
Vikings?
Who would that?
Panthers would be fun.
He's not going to the Panthers. They have the number 1 overall pick. Can you imagine?
It would be fun.
Dumbass move that they're we're going to trade up. We're going to trade all draft capital. And now we're going to give up 2 first rounds for Lamar Jackson.
I'm just saying where he would be fun.
Oh, God. All right, Brandon. What do you got coming out tonight?
Nothing. I posted my video, Rodgers to the Jets, and more shocking free agency moves before this episode went up. I'm done.
It was shocking.
I did a Broncos video today too. Drop that Hey, dang! I did 3 videos in a stream. I'm almost like a Tamagotchi.
There we go. I like that.
What do you got coming up next?
Well, I have put out a Packers and Jets fan reaction, which I've been working on for a week and a half. And I just was here's what I think is going to happen. I'm just going to render it so I can release it on stream if I get it right. And I just nailed it, crushed it. So I put that out. So that's out. I streamed obviously earlier. Packers fan live reaction in case you don't want to go through the stream. Johnny Barks worked on it for a month with me. A tribute to Aaron Rodgers. It came out so well. Released every NFL fan's reaction to the Aaron Rodgers trade, and I got a news episode kind of talking about Aaron Rodgers and just recapping the entire saga and where we go next. Probably coming out within an hour or so.
Nice.
So we got it.
Well.
Well,
navigation.
I'll see you tomorrow for clickbait, but Friday is GPS's 200th episode. And we got something real special planned. Real special. Yes, Brandon.
Ew.
We totally did not find that out from the chat that it was episode 200 5 minutes before we went live. No. We have been working on this for years, really. Years. It's
Friday, we'll be now announcing that we have sold the
She too.
show to the Koch brothers.
How much did we get?
A spot in heaven.
So it's like an indulgence?
Some magical beans.
Wait, magic beans? If I eat it, will a beanstalk burst out of me?
Yes.
I'll take 2.
And you become one with nature in a way only Aaron Rodgers could dream about.
Oh my god, I'm totally doing it as Wildflower. Yes.
I'm becoming one with the land.
Honestly, do it. Make me into a tree when I die. That's cool. Like they have that cremation thing where you can like get mixed in with like potting soil. Make me a tree somewhere and then cut me down for a house. Down. Yeah, it's you who chops me down. They plant me and you're just like, or you dig me up and you just put me in the background of your set. Now that one, and you're just like, hold on, pee break.
Need to water Tom. Oh, I wouldn't pee in you.
Aw, thank you, buddy. I appreciate you not peeing on my ashes.
Say what you will. I'll never pee on your ashes.
You're like, I'll do a lot of things, Tom, but I will never pee on your ashes. Oh, look, the Giants released Galladay. Now, I mean, so you also might trade Judy, right? Like there's talks about that, or like Judy or Cortland.
No, I don't think they will. They want at least a first for Judy. I don't think anybody's giving that up.
I mean, you could trade Sutton and get Kenny Galladay. I mean, he could do something. Nothing yet. They're still working on it, the compensation. Okay.
They might trade Sutton.
They might. All right.
I'll take Galladay for bet minimum. Sure.
Why not? Just do like a prove it year deal. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
All righty.
All right, buddy. Well, appreciate you folks for watching. Thank you. We had over 5,000 people here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, usually at 11 a.m. Eastern. You got some JPS. We'll be back on Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Mountain Time. But folks, thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. This is GPS. And you have been...
And you've reached your destiny.